Am I the asshole for giving my family the silent treatment over their slut bet? I'm a freshman in college, and before college I was homeschooled basically my whole life. Because of that I have pretty bad social anxiety. Regardless of that, I was really excited to go to college and finally have freedom, apart from the COVID safety measures. My parents really didn't want me to go and threw a huge fit about it since they think I only want to go to sleep around and drink. Every time I spoke to them while I was away they would try to get me to come back home. So I stopped answering their calls as often, which really pissed my mom off. I went from talking to my parents multiple times a day to around once a week, though I would still speak with my siblings. They were literally obsessed with the idea of me leaving their home and becoming a whore, which was odd since they'd never been like that before. They have this idea that I'm a good girl gone wild. They used to let me have co-ed sleepovers and hang out with guys whenever I wanted. Anyways, I was talking to my sister, 15, and she told me about this bet that my family had made. I guess in retaliation for me not answering their calls, they were betting if I'd become a slut in college. They were speculating on when I'd lose my virginity, how many guys I'd sleep with, if I'd sleep with a girl, etc. She sent me a few screenshots and it seemed almost like a big passive-aggressive joke. It wasn't just my parents in it, it had my siblings, cousins and aunts. While they were seemingly kidding, I felt extremely embarrassed. I didn't know how to bring it up because I didn't want my sister to get in trouble for showing me, so it went on for a while. I finally texted my mom about it and asked her if she would please delete the chat or at least add me to it so it wasn't just my family talking and clowning me behind my back. I didn't mention that it was my sister who had shown me it. My mother insisted that they weren't talking about me and that I was being a prima donna even though I literally have evidence. Since it was obvious that they weren't going to delete it, I told my mom that I wasn't going to come home for Christmas and I wasn't going to come visit her after her surgery. She's having surgery soon and asked me to come. Partially out of anger and because of embarrassment. Christmas is my mom's favorite holiday and she always goes all out for it. She wanted me to be her caretaker after the surgery since after Christmas, her money will be tight, and she didn't want to pay for one. She says that I'm abandoning her and I think that she stabbed me in the back. TLDR, family made a bet about how much of a slut I'd become in college, so now I'm not going home for Christmas and I'm not taking care of my mother. Am I the asshole? And now for some comments. Not the asshole, your family is a bunch of assholes. I'm curious, are you the first of your family to go to college? It almost sounds like they are jealous or resent your decision to go, so they're disparaging you in the only way they can think of. I agree with another comment to tell your mom you can't come to Christmas or take care of her because it conflicts with the big ol' holiday slut orgy you and all your slutty slut friends have planned for Slut Christmas. I'm the first female to go. Your mother doesn't want you to help take care of her after her surgery. Your mother wants to try to trap you and force you to drop out of college. Stand your ground and absolutely do not go home. This private chat reveals their true thoughts. Not the asshole. Wow. Their little betting pool is one of the most disgusting things I've ever read about on this sub. I can't imagine talking about my own child that way. It's so creepily archaic and misogynistic. The op is nothing but a potential whore in their eyes. I can't imagine seeing my child, my beautiful, good, timid child in that light. They are so caught up in their shitty, toxic, belief system they don't see the person in front of them. I would try to avoid them at all costs all the time. Start creating a new family outside of that toxic cesspool.